Hey guys, and welcome back to World War II Solitaire board game channel. For the first time on this channel, we are gonna be playing Warfighter World War II, the tactical combat card game by Dan Verson Games. This is the second edition. In case you're wondering, you might see something different. And we are gonna start by playing Just Another Day. Is going to be our mission. It's quite a short mission, so I like to start with that one. And our objective is going to be the observation post. We are playing with the frontline opponents, the hostile cards. There is also the elite hostile cards, which you can choose to play with once you have gotten familiar with the game. And we are playing with the core game, so it's just gonna be this one with no expansions mixed in or something like that. So this is gonna be a good video to watch if you're looking to learn the game. About learning the game, I'm not gonna go into great details about the rules in this video. I'm just gonna play a simple short game to give you an idea of the flow of the game. Later on, I'm planning to do a proper how to play video. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do now, as we have set up our board, is recruit our soldiers. So with Just Another Day, we have a resource point value of 23. There is no loadout change, so we don't have to worry about that. Our objective is on space number 3, and the timer starts on 7. So for our 23 points, let's see what kind of soldiers we can get. You do have to get one play soldier, and we are going to get Kaczynski. I think he's a great option because he's very cheap, only 9 resource points. He has 6 healths, he starts with 1 experience point, and I think it's just a great deal. So we have 14 points left, and we're gonna have to equip this guy with some kind of weapon. So I like to use the M1 rifle. So the M1 rifle has a price of 2. So now we have, let's see, 12 points remaining. So I want to get a non-play soldier as well. And we're gonna go ahead and get Scanlan. I like that guy because he has the Browning automatic rifle. So let's see if we can find that for him. And then he also has the entrenching tool, which is an equipment card. And no skills. So let's see, we have spent 10, 11, 19 points. We have 4 points remaining, and I think we might want to get at least one non-play soldier. Okay, so for the one of the last points, we're gonna go ahead and get squad soldier Taylor. He's only 1 point, so that's a very cheap soldier. And then I might want to get, see, we're up to 11, 19, 20 points. We have 3 points remaining. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get some grenades. Grenades are always good. So let's just put some grenades over here. And then we need to put some tokens here so we can tell which soldier is which. And Kaczynski, since he's a player soldier, he needs his action cards. He has a health value of 6, so he gets 6 action cards. And let's put some tokens here, and let's do it with a magic trick. Boom! Will you look at that? Okay, so we put out our identification tokens, our action tokens, our ammunition tokens, bipod foxhole, and grenade tokens. And we're ready to play. Again, if you're watching this to learn the rules, this is just going to give you an idea of the flow of the game. I'm going to go and make a proper how to play video later on. So let's take a look at the cards I got from Kaczynski. So I'm going to show this closer to you up on the screen. But anyway, it's self-sacrifice. Play when a soldier is suffering wounds. Instead, inflict the wounds on another soldier in that location. Go, 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 which is a support card. I can put that with another card for each non-player soldier, and squad player soldier may perform a move without spending an action. Walk it off, you, or if I upgun it, any soldier may heal or discard a suppress counter. A location marker, which is useless in this game. Reloading, you, or in bracket, any soldier may perform a reload without spending an action. And Scrounge, which is a support card. Pay 2 experience points to play this card. Purchase and distribute a total of 3 resource points of gear to any soldiers in your location. So those are my 6 cards for Kaczynski. And guess what? This is a really easy mission. And again, I recommend you to start with this one in case you are new like me. Just another day. The basic condition of the mission is at the start of the first soldier turn, recon 1 location. So basically what we get to do here is we get to take the location deck and we get to choose a card to play. And there is just going to be 1 location, so basically there will never be a surprise location. And I'm going to choose one where there won't be any hostiles. So we are going to have to pay quite a lot to get in. But still, we're not going to have to bother with any hostiles. So we get Steep Slope, which it's a 2 action to play. But there's no hostiles, there's no reinforcements, so we're not going to face any hostiles there at all. So I use my 2 actions to do that. And then I need to move in with my soldiers. So first of all, I'm moving in with Scanlan. And Scanlan has a movement value of 1. It costs 4 to move in, so I need to spend. Sorry, it costs 5 to get in, so I need to spend 4 cards here to make it possible for him to move in. So I discard 4 of my action cards, and that's 1 action used for this guy. With Scanlan, I am going to go ahead and use 1 action to set up his bipod in case we run into trouble later on in the observation post. Okay, so that is going to be the end of the turn for me. So I'm going to go ahead and reset my action points. There we go. And then it's going to be the enemy's turn, and you would do reinforcements and all of this stuff and attack, but there's no enemies. And there's not going to be any, since there's a hostile value of 0 and there's no reinforcements, so even if there were enemies here, we wouldn't have to face them. Okay, so for the next turn, I am going to go ahead and discard both of these cards as an action and draw. Okay, so we should have moved the timer, obviously, at the end of the enemy turn. So we do that now. So I'm going to draw 6 new action cards. And I got go, go, go again, cover me, move out, steady aim, hand signals, and sniper support. None of them really help me out a lot now. I was hoping to get something that I could move freely into the steep slope or something like that. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go ahead and spend the move out. You may perform a move without spending an action. So let's see, that's my guy. I still have to pay the price. I have a 1 in movement value, the entrance cost is 5, so I have to spend 4 cards. So I spend my 4 cards, and then for my last action, because notice I spent a card so I didn't have to use an action moving in, I discard this card and I draw 6 new cards. Location marker, self-sacrifice, steady aim, snapshot, suppress, and take cover. None of them will help me to move in either. Okay, so we're gonna move in Taylor now. So Taylor uses an action to move in, and he also has a movement. He has a movement value of 2, so I need to discard 3 of these cards. So the location marker is a clear discard. We're not gonna need that. And the self-sacrifice, we're gonna get rid of that, and take cover as well. Forgot that Kaczynski should start with 1 experience point, and also Scanlan should do that. You see the starting here, and I forgot to let them start with their experience points, but We caught it before I started editing. Okay, so I think I am gonna end my turn here. And we reset our action counters. So far looking quite good, right? We haven't even met any enemies. Okay, so it's the enemy turn again, but there's not going to be any reinforcements. The only thing that's going to happen is that the timer is going to move. And our objective after we start this is to keep this clear for 3 turns. So we have 5 more turns now. So I could spend another turn discarding action cards and hoping to get some good cards. But that would be risky because then I would have to really kill all of the enemies. But you have to do it in consecutive turns anyway. So I think maybe I will do that. Let's see. These cards are quite good. But I'm going to do that anyway. And I'm not going to discard any of these cards. Okay, now I don't think I'll do that. So for a free action, I will activate the objective. So the objective is activated. Now we're going to draw hostiles, and it's going to be hostiles value. Our resource value is 23. We haven't lost any soldiers. So it will be only 1 experience points worth of hostiles. And it's a grenadier. And he's 0. So it's going to be ambushers and a grenadier. And the ambushers are going to spawn here since they have the frontmost spawn option. So we will see who they will attack. First we go with the grenadier. And he's going to attack once. He will attack Kaczynski. And then we have the ambushers and they will attack number 3. Okay, so what we're going to do now is to move in to the objective. So we move in with first my guy. And also the ambushers card, they have pay 1 experience point or inflict 1 suppression on each soldier in this location. So we are going to go ahead and use 1 experience point to not have any suppressions. And Scanlan is also moving in. Or actually, I think I might stay with him. But I will move in with Taylor. And that's his action point for the turn. Note here that there is an entrance cost of 0. So it doesn't cost me anything at all to go into this area. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fire at the Grenadier. And let's see who I'll start with. I believe I'll use... Okay, we really need to take him out, so I'm going to go a little bit overkill here and use a grenade. And the grenade lets me, it has explosion of 4, so it lets me roll 4 dice. And it also has a penetration, so his cover, which is usually 2, is going to be 1 instead, so I don't even have to roll a die for that. But I will roll 4 dice. I need a 7 at range 0 to hit. And I roll an 8 and a 9. So this guy is dead. And there's just one of them. So we'll discard him. I will not get any experience points from that since he was worth 0. And that is my action. And then we have the ambushers. And I will fire with my machine gun, which has its bipod deployed. The machine gun has a penetration value of 1. The ambushers have a 3 in cover, so I need to roll a 2, at least a 2 with the d6. And then I will roll 3 dice with the machine gunner on spray. So that means he can kill several soldiers. I need a 7 to be able to hit. And pretty good roll here. I did break their cover. I missed with 1 but hit with 2. So we have 2 hits and 1 suppression. The suppression is this one. That was a miss, but I broke the cover. And then they get suppressed. So that is a pretty good deal. Okay, so he still has one action to spend, so he can fire one more time, and we're gonna do that. But I am just gonna fire with one dice this time because there is a bigger chance that you will go out of ammo if you fire in automatic mode or in spray mode. So I will just shoot with one dice. There we go. And you can see here I did hit with 10, but I didn't manage to break his cover, so again it would be a suppression token. But there's 3 of these guys, 2 of them are dead, one of them is suppressed, so nothing happens. So I've used up all my actions, so this is going to be the end of the turn. See if I can do anything with this. Okay, so I'm not going to bother with these cards. Let's do this. Alright, so it's the end of the soldier turn, and the observation post mission is keep clear for 3 consecutive turns, and that will be soldier turns. So this is my first turn that it's 3, so I'm just gonna put an A there to remember, and I need to hold it to keep it clear for 3 more turns at the end of my turn. So it's the enemy turn now, and always draw for reinforcements with the observation post. Reinforcements will be 0 to 1 and 5 to 9. And we have a 3, so that is not going to be a valid reinforcements. And for the steep slope, there is no reinforcements. So that was a really good card to play. Otherwise, we would have had to play reinforcements there now, and we could have gotten flanked. Okay, so with these guys, they can't. 2 of them are dead, 1 is suppressed, so he's suppressed, he can't do anything, but at the end of their turn you will remove the suppression. So that's what we're gonna do. We remove the suppression, and then we advance the timer one turn. So we have 4 turns remaining, but we just need to hold this for 2 more turns, and then we have 1. Okay, so I think. Okay, so I'll fire again at this guy with my machine gunner, and again I'm not gonna use full auto, so I'll use 1 action to do that. Or actually, I think I'm gonna start by shooting with Taylor. He fire at let's see, a range of 1. He hits at 9, so I need to roll a 9 and a 3. Okay, so that didn't happen, but I tried. Also note that Taylor does have the panic skill. I haven't put that out, but basically what that means is that if one of my guys get killed, he will be suppressed by that. But you should put it out to remember it, otherwise it's quite easy to forget. Anyway, let's go to our machine gunner. He's gonna go ahead and fire with 1 die. Again at the ambushers. The ambushers are suppressed, by the way, from Taylor's attack, which did break their cover but did not hit, so they got suppressed. Now I will fire, and I got a 6 and a 2, so both of those are misses. And I'm gonna try one more time, and again I will fire in semi-automatic mode. Okay, a 3 and a 1, so that is also a miss. But I'm also fortunate because I haven't, if I roll 1 or 2, I would run out of ammo. Okay, so we have Kaczynski, and he's gonna go ahead and spend 1 action to draw 3 more cards. We have a flanking attack, foobar, and camouflage. Okay, so, and then for the next action, he's gonna fire at the ambushers. I'm gonna take a fire shot with my M1 rifle, which has a penetration value of 1, so I only need a 2 on the D6, but I do need an 8 to hit him. And we get 2, so we do get a cover break, but then we roll a 1, and that makes us go out of ammo, so that's really bad. And yep, that is going to be the end of our turn. So I'm resetting all of my action tokens. And then it's the enemy's turn again. And the enemy turn, and before we do that, I'm going to put the B here, because now for 2 turns we have kept the observation post clear. We need to do it for 3 consecutive turns. Okay, for the next turn now, we have the enemy reinforcement. So let's see for the observation post. Let's hope for a 2 or a 3. And it's a 1. Okay, so we have the stragglers. And the stragglers are placed in rearmost. So stragglers placed in rearmost should spawn in the location that is closest to the mission card. And that is going to be over here. The frontmost is going to be spawning in the location which is the furthest away from the mission card, which would have been the observation post. So they spawn over here. And okay, so then we have the attack of the hostiles, and this guy is still suppressed, so he's not going to be able to attack, but these guys are. But first we have to draw one of these, and he is attacking number 1, but number 1 is over here and his range is 0, so he can't attack. So we will go directly to the next step, which is move closer or close range. So this guy is moving into the observation post. And then we remove a suppression token and move 1 step ahead. Okay, so it's my turn again, and this is the last turn out that we need to keep this clear. So we really need to get this guy. My guy here is out of ammo, which is M1, but I do have 2 grenades, so I think that is what I'm going to end up using. I'll start with Taylor, however. He's going to do 1 shot. These guys have a cover of 1, so I don't really need to break through cover. I don't need to roll the D6 at all. So he will hit on a range 0. He will hit on a 6. So that's pretty good. So 1 action. Let's roll to see what happens. And he rolls a 1. So he doesn't have a weapon, so he can't run out of ammo at least. And okay, so then we have Scanlan. He's going to use an action, and he's going to use the auto with the bipod deploy and the spray. And he's going to fire over to the observation post. And on range 1, he only hits on 8s. So he needs to roll at least 1 8. And I don't know what happened with that one. Okay, I'll take it. So I'll say that is 1 hit. And there's still 4 guys remaining here. So I will do the same attack again. And again, I need an 8 to hit. And that is pretty bad because he misses with all of them, and then he goes out of ammo. Okay, so we only killed 1 of them. That's not really good. We have our Kaczynski left. He will use 1 action and 1 grenade to try to take care of these guys. I need a 7 to hit. And we get 2 hits. So that's pretty good. But we still got 2 guys alive, and we can't have that. We have to deal with that now. So I'm going to use his last action and my last grenade. And if I take the last 2 guys out now, I won the game. But if I don't, I have lost. Because I need to keep it clear for 3 turns. And I'm just going to have 2 more turns after this. And that means I've lost. So again, I need a 7 to hit. I need at least 2 7s or more. Oh man, will you look at that? I get a 6 and a 9. So with the 9... Okay, we have actually 1 last chance. And that is with my cards here. We have the snapshot. You or any soldier may perform an action without or attack without spending an action. So I will use that, but I can't attack because I'm out of ammo. So I'm gonna have to use it with Taylor. Taylor is not really a good shot. So I'll use the experience to get the snapshot up. So instead of you, it's gonna be any soldier may perform an attack without spending an action. That's gonna be Taylor. So he will attack now and he needs to roll a 7 on that unit or I've lost the game. Come on, Taylor. Oh man, he rolls a 2. And I think I'm out of options now. I should have used a steady aim for my last attack. That would have been smarter, I guess. And I can't use the flanking attack. I can't use the camouflage. I should have used the foo bar placed when a hostile card is placed in or moves into your location. Gain 1 extra action during the next soldier turn. And anyway, that's it. I can't do anything else. All of my guys are out of action. I can't use any of the action cards to attack him. And that means he survives. One guy survives over here. And that removes all of these because I need to keep it clear for 3 consecutive turns. So after this enemy turn, we have 2 turns remaining. And that is too few turns, obviously, to win. So that is how Warfighter sometimes end. And really it ended by a stupid mistake by me, because if I would have used these cards a little bit smarter, I would have been able to take that guy out. Like I said, probably with few bar, or if I would have used my steady aim or the flanking attack in a proper way, I would probably have been able to do that. I should have done it with Scanlan. If I would have used the flanking attack, he could have moved in and he would not have had to fire from one space away, and he would have a better chance of hitting these guys. But anyway, that is the way it works sometimes, and that is the reason why I also gotta say I love this game. This game is so great because you never know what will happen. You might draw a good hostile, a bad hostile. You might end up getting good locations. Some of these hostiles are gonna have events, and you know, some of those events are gonna be really good for you, or some of them are gonna be really bad for you. And you just have to constantly look at what do I have on the table, what cards do I have on the hand, and how can I deal with this situation. And then as you're learning the game, you learn to equip your soldiers with the right stuff, get the right kind of soldiers, and you learn what kind of cards to keep and which cards are best just, you know, to discard. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching my first Warfighter, the World War II Tactical Combat card game video. There are going to be lots more videos, and like I said, I'm going to do a proper how to play video. I was reading the rules for quite a few days before I actually started playing. 2-3 days I was just reading the rules, and kind of because the universal rulebook covers so much stuff, it's kind of hard. It was hard for me anyway, and English isn't my native language, obviously, to get a grasp of the flow of the game. So I watched I think it's called High Res something. His name is Major Tom, and he did a very good how to play video of Warfighter World War II. However, it's like 10 years old or something, so it's not the resolution is quite bad. You can barely see what's going on. So I thought I'd make a new how to play through video with the new kind of cameras we have today. But big thank you to Major Tom for teaching me how to play, because that video was really great. And if you haven't seen it, I'd recommend you to go watch it. It's called In Media Res. I think it's called In Media Res, the channel that is. Okay, enough of me babbling. Go get Warfighter World War II right now, because it's one of the best solo games I've ever played, and this is one of the ones that I can't really get enough of. It's so fun sitting down and creating your squad, buying weapons, and heading out and seeing if you chose the right stuff or not. Well, stay tuned to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to get subscribed to the channel. More stuff is coming soon. See you next time.